Good morning, everyone. Today, our group will be presenting our student record management system and presented by Chai Yu Wai, Chong Jae Vin, Lim Kwan Heng, Lim Jia Chen, and also Liao Shen Chen. And these systems will be how to design in how to manage basic academic informations, including students, course, and their performance. And it includes total of 7 main functions that allow user to add new records, disabling existing ones, and manage student grades. Throughout these presentations, each learner will be explaining one or more functions in details, showing how the system works and what it can do. And let's begin. And first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm a UI, and I will be representing the first option with the add function students. Right now, let's go for the demonstrations. So for the first one is the add new students. So there's total of 7 options available for users to choose, and also the user can just press universal C to cancel their operations if their file is appropriate. So right now, let's go for the first operations. When we press 1, it will proceed to the next table, which showing the information, add new students, and according to Sunway University style. And based on the format, the student ID must be exactly 8 digits, which indicate the special characters, spacing, and also letters was not allowed. And the user can press C also in this stage. So right now, let us enter the student ID. And it will process to the next step for us to enter the student name. And once we enter the student ID and the name, it will appear a confirmation frame for us to confirm the ID, name, and the authorization generate email by according to Sunway style. Once the user has all confirmed the information, we can press yes to enter. And it also offer another functions which it will use to check for duplicate values, which it will allow you have 3 options which edits to the name, enters to different ID, or cancels. So let's go for demonstrations. So right now we'll say enter the column, we enter 1 again, and we enter back the same student ID. It will display error student ID, and the student ID entered by the user already exists. So we have either 3 options. 1 is edit different student name, 2 enter different ID, or C to cancel. Right now, let's check with 1, and I'll just change the name, and it will appear the confirmation frame about. Once the user checks, they will press Y to enter. And same goes to the enter different user ID. When we press 2, it will allow us to re-enter the student ID as well. And by this stage, it will allow the user to enter a different name, because name it's not unique. Once the unique is the student ID, so we can just enter the same name again. And once we confirm, we can just press yes, Y to enter. And for the next part, for the add course, I will pass to Javin for the explanations.
Hi, I'm Javin, and I'm here now to introduce the function 2, which is the add course features. So this is responsible for registering new courses into the Sunway grading system. And when the user selects this function from the main menu, the program will prompt them to enter a course ID and a course name like this. And the course ID must follow a strict structure, which is at least 3 letters followed by at least 3 numbers. And this is the sample of the course ID. And this standardized format ensures consistency across all course entries and help prevent incorrect or poorly formatted data from being stored in the system. So this is the example of the output, and when the user enter option 2, which is the add new course, and the system will prompt out the valid course ID format, and the user enter the format course ID, and the system will prompt out like let the user to enter the course name. After enter the course name, the system will prompt out the confirmation frame to let the user to confirm the information they enter and ask if the user want to save the data. And if yes, you press Y, and the data is saved into the course file. And the function moves into its validation state, where it checks whether the course ID is properly formatted and unique. And the system checks whether the course ID entered by the user already exists in the courses file, and if a duplicate is detected, and the program immediately displays an error message and offers three choices, which is edit the existing course, enter a different course ID, or cancel the operation, which brings back to the main menu. So for the duplication course ID, there are three options, which is edit course, enter different course ID, and the last one is cancel, which brings back to the main menu. So for the first one, which is edit course, it enables the user to edit the previous course ID that user enters in the database. So for this case, the user can change the CSC 1024 into ESDA 1000. And the course name will change to then the system will prompt out the confirmation frame to let the user to confirm the change. Then the data will save into the file. And for the option 2 is enter the different ID, which add a new course ID into the courses file. And the last one is cancel, which bring back to the system main menu. And I will pass the next part to Jia Chen.
Okay, next is for the function tree, record student marks. So for these functions is to record a student's course performance, and then cross-check student ID and course code, and then after we save the grade to a number to a alphabet A, B, C, D into the text. Okay, next we will proceed to the code. So for this function tree, record student marks here. When the user enter tree here, we will display the record student marks, the information here for available students 1, 2, 3, 4. It will display it and then ask prompt user to put a number, where here we have save student here. So when the user choose, let's say 1, Che Wai Yu here, and then after that we'll going to the choosing course here. So here we have one data science here. So when the user enter 1 here, it will continue to the record mark here, enter marks. Let's say when the user enter 56 here, the backup create, and then the data update successfully, marks recorded successfully. So this marks recorded successfully, this grade, it will automatically generate inside the code. So it will just display the grade here. So this grade is following the Sunway University grade system. And then press enter to continue. Okay, the next problem is how if the student have already accessed the marks. So what is the solution we provide is we ask user to enter it again. So 3 here, 1 Cha Wai, just now I have already put the marks. Then the data science 1. Okay, so here marks for Che Wai in data science have already exist, override. So this is we put Y here. So enter marks again, where we put 67 here. So the marks have already updated, the marks recorded successfully, grade C. So this grade, the system will automatically generate and then put it here, display here. So the next one, the function 4, I will give to Guan Heng.
I'm Guan Heng. Now I will introduce the function 4, which is will student perform. And this function main concept is to show all registered student, display their student ID and name, and helping us to confirm the student study performances. Then I will show the code and we press 4. Then this will come out to available student for us to search. If I press 1, will show up the performances of student Chai YU. And now we can saw that this will perform their academic performances. Then we press again. Then we press the 2 which is Chai UI student. Then because we didn't like input any data of student Chai UI, so here will come out no grade recorded yet. Now I will present the function 5. The function 5 is to view course summary, and the main content is show all registered course, display the course code and name. Then now I will show the function of this. Then we press 5. Then here will come out to available course, which is data science foundation art. Then I press 1. Then I press 1, we can this will show all the data in the course, which is just only one Chai UI student. Then we press enter. Then we press the another course, which is foundation art. Then it will show up no student have grade for the foundation art yet because we haven't insert any data in. Now I will pass to Sun Chen.
Hi, my name is Seng Chen, and now I will be talking about the function 6, which is export reports. So what is the function of this? So it shows performance of students, which includes their student ID, course code, and their grade. So this function is useful for reviewing their academic progress. Okay, now I'll be demonstrating how it works. Export student performance. Okay, now we have the file exported. We can go to our file explorer to find the data. And this is the result. Okay, now I'll be showing how to get the course summary. So export reports, export course summary. And now the course summary will be in our file explorer. As you can see, this is the course summary. Okay, now I'm going to talk about function 7, which is exit system. So what does this function do? It allows our data to prevent from data corruption, and it safely ends our program. So now let me demonstrate how it works. Let's select exit system, and that's it. It will prompt the message, "Thank you for using the system."